Welcome back to Mishcap Masala right here on ET Now. And before going to break, we told you that we were going to be talking to the management of Patel Engineering, and let's carry that forward because the company has actually signed an MoU with Arunachal Pradesh government. So let's deep dive more into this particular MoU. What does it mean for the company, and overall, what is the outlook going ahead? For this, let me welcome Kavita Shirvarkar, who is the managing director of Patel Engineering, joining us on the show. A very good morning and thank you so much for your time and welcome to ET Now. And firstly, let's talk about your latest MoU that has been signed with the Government of Arunachal Pradesh for Gongri Hydropower Project. Now, the project was previously terminated, what we understand. What were the original reasons? If you can just take us through that for the termination, and now how does it this new 2025 policy resolve those bottlenecks? Your take on that.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good morning to you. Uh, we have signed MoU with Arunachal government for one development of 144 megawatt Derang hydropower project. As you mentioned, it was terminated earlier due to various reasons like delay in environment clearance and various other issues. Now, government focus on reviving old hydro projects, large hydro projects. It is part of the policy. They have, this is the, I'm proud to say, Gongri Hydropower Project is the first project under that policy. See, now I feel this is a perfect timing for us. Our balance sheet is stronger, and over and above the environment at center and state level, conducing for the development of hydropower project. So it is perfectly aligned with our policy, our technical capability and growth for hydropower projects.
Okay, so that sounds good. Kavita, hi, morning. Talk to us about how is the funding for the equity portion of this 1700 crore project going to take place? What is the process over there?
So it will be developed under special SPV form for the project. It is completely ring fence. We will partly it will be debt and partly equity. Debt will be taken in the SPV project specific, which will be completely asset backed. Hydro is a long gestation period. It is 40-year concession period, and equity will be financed through internal accruals.
All right, good to know that. But have the PPAs or the levelized tariff for the 40-year lease has been finalized? Is there a guaranteed offtake by the state or a central agency?
So we are under the process of signing the PPA. We are working on it.
Okay, and also talk to us about the recent rights issue that the company has undertaken, 500 crore rupees. Talk to us about how that is going to be deployed, how much of that is going to be retained for working capital.
So I'm happy to say कि right issue was 400 crores, and I'm happy to say it is subscribed by 1.15 time. It shows demonstrates investor confidence on Patel Engineering. It will be around 75% will be utilized for repayment of the debt, and around 25% for general corporate purpose.
All right, but Kavita, with the repayment of the debt using the money of the right issue, what will be left over in terms of debt on the books? If you can give us some number there.
So our debt right now is around 1,500 crores. So we target to reduce around 200 crore debt by debt. So it will be around 1,300. Out of that, around 1,000 crore is working capital, and 350 crore will be term debt.
And Kavita, talk to us about where the order book stands, roughly 15,000 crores if I'm not wrong. How much of that is part of hydropower? What is the breakup over there? And more importantly, what is the bid pipeline looking like right now?
So our current order book is around 15,000 crore. Out of that, 60% is coming from hydro, around 20% from irrigation, around 10% from tunneling, and rest from other infrastructure projects. So we see there is huge opportunity available in the hydro sector. India hydropower potential is around about 1,40,000 megawatt, around 30,000 crore worth of project where bids are under evaluation. And over and above, we have identified 20,000 crore of worth of project which will be coming up for bidding in near future. So we see there is strong pipeline going ahead.
but how strong? If you can give us some visibility there, because we remember that the last time we connected with you, or while we were reading your last con call highlights, you have highlighted that there are so many new tenders that are opening up, and the gates will open and you will be bidding aggressively. So what's the outlook on the order book addition, and along with that, what could be in the pipeline with respect to tendering?
So our current order book is 15,000. Our target is to take it to 25,000 crore in next 1 year time. So we say our traditional success ratio is 15 to 20%, we say. So we have already submitted bids of around 30,000 crore. So we see easily achieving our target during the period, we say. And considering that our growth from FY27 onwards, we see around 10 to 15%.
Okay, and if you could just help us understand what the margins could look like at the end of this year or maybe towards next year, as more and more order wins keep ramping up, and also on the back of this hydropower project now, any change in the margin figure?
So our margin is around 13 to 14%. EBITDA margin is. See, hydro, because high risk gives high margin, irrigation is moderated margin. So blended EBITDA, we expect it will remain continuity in the similar range. But at the same time, because we are continuously reducing the debt, our interest cost is coming down eventually, and our net profit margin is increasing.
All right, that was a good insight. But lastly, if you can help us with your take on the revenue guidance as well, because we believe that you have guided for a 10 to 15% revenue guidance in FY27. Any latest revisions to that?
So it remains the same. Like from FY27 onwards, we are committed that we are confident we'll achieve 10 to 15% growth in revenue.
Okay, Kavita, that's really insightful. Thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for so candidly
Thank you.
sharing the growth outlook with us.
Thank you.
Okay, viewers, on that note, unfortunately, we completely timed out on this edition of Midcap Masala. From Shrishti, me and the team that put this show together, thanks so much for watching. But stay tuned to ET Now. Buy Now, Sell Now is up next.